My crafty friends, how's everyone doing today? Welcome to my channel. I'm so glad you're here. I am starting a new project today, and I let you know in my last video that I was going to be making a journal out of this little cardstock cover. So this is the original cover and its totality. It was never any bigger than this. I didn't cut any pieces off of this. The only thing I cut off now since the last time I showed it to you was I just cut off the fold that was right here because it opened like that. So I'm going to tell you the size of this. So it's 6 inches this way, and it is about 8 3/4 this way. So if you have a little book like this, maybe you want to craft along with me and we can do it together. But everything is from my stash. I don't have any digitals that I'm using. I'm just using scrapbook paper and, you know, the different things I've collected from, you know, like I show you in my Thrifty Thursday video. So the first thing I'm going to do is finish off the cover, and it's going to be bound by a metal coil. But if you don't have a binding machine, you can do it like a regular, say, single signature journal. I mean, you could put spine on here, but if I didn't have my binding machine, I might just make this a single signature journal. So then all you would have to do is, like, whatever you're going to do in here, as far as putting in, you know, another layer. I'm going to put another layer in here. So if you want to put another layer in there, maybe put some, say, something here. I mean, if you were making this into a single signature journal, you wouldn't have cut it apart probably. But I would put some, put some paper in here, like we're going to do. And then maybe put a piece of fabric here to reinforce that spine that it had. And then same thing out here, put a piece of fabric out here, and you'll have a nice sturdy single signature spine, right? And then you can add your papers, but then you would have to add folded papers, to a single signature spine like that. And I'm going to be using single papers that are just this size. I don't have to fold them in half because I'm using the metal coils to bind them in. So that's kind of a fun way to do a wider journal like this. So we're going to start off by reinforcing our inside of our cover, and then we'll make our pages, and then we'll bind them all at one time, right? And I don't usually do the binding on video with that binding machine. I have 2 binding machines, and I don't use either one of them on video because I just need to concentrate. I don't want to, if I get it wrong, that cover can be ruined. So I don't do it on video because I don't want to ruin my cover. I want to get it right? So I want to be able to concentrate and focus. So the first thing I want to do, so I don't think I've ever made a journal like this and put a closure on it. I usually make them without a closure. I have made many journals like this. I would say at least 3 or 4. I was thinking 2, but I remember another one I made, and I probably made at least 3, but maybe more. But anyway, I don't think I ever put a closure, and I think I'd like to put a closure on this one. So I want to do this in kind of a thoughtful way so that I don't forget anything. So I noticed on the cover here, this Happy Easter is like a lilac or purple, light purple, whatever you want to call it, violet, any of the above. And I have this pretty kind of matching, almost exactly the same color. It might be a little darker ribbon. So I thought, oh, wouldn't that be pretty to bring out that purple? It's so Eastery, right? And we got the little bunny with his backpack Easter basket there. So, so I'm going to try this. Like I said, I don't think I've ever put a closure on a journal like this, but I got this. I'm going to try to put this on here. So I'm going to glue some of this down first, and then add paper on top and a pocket. And I would like to sew around the back and the front cover just to like sew everything together and give it some extra strength as far as, you know, the paper will be sewn together, and then when I sew on the edges, the closure will be sewn in too. So, like, this is our back, and I plan on leaving this as the back cover. I like this back cover. I think it's super cute. I like the little, whatever it says, like part of the story here about these little chicks. So I'm going to leave that as the back cover. I did one a while ago where I put, you know, new paper on the back because I didn't like the back paper. I thought it was boring, kind of boring. So I'm going to glue this down here and leave plenty for a tie closure. So another foot or so, probably like 14 inches, something like that, 15 inches. Should be plenty. I'm thinking maybe I'll cut this with my pinking shears. Let me grab those. I didn't do that because I didn't think I was going to use my pinking shears. But just when I was looking at this ribbon, I thought, it could fray a little bit on the end, so pinking shears would help with that. So I got about 15 inches there. I know about fray check, and I've never bought any. I just don't, I don't know. I've always kind of managed without it, so I didn't. And it's probably not expensive or anything. It's just that I know about it. I've kind of always known about it because I think my mom told me about it a long time ago, or someone, but maybe my mom told me about it a long time ago. And for you know, not even anything to do with junk journals, just, you know, sewing something in general. But I have just never used it, so why start now, right? You know, no, so someday I might try it, but I haven't really found it necessary for me. So I've just always managed without it. So if I can manage without it now, I probably can always manage without it. But I'm sure it's a great little thing that, you know, I probably should get, but I probably won't. Type of thing. You know, I just don't want to have extra things. I mean, the main thing is I don't want to have extra things sitting around that, you know, I don't really need or use, type of thing. So, all right, that's quite a bit of glue. That should hold this ribbon down. So I'm going to put it right there. It's pretty much kind of just eyeball the middle of the cover here in the back. And I'm putting it's kind of got a flat side and the shiny side. I put the shiny side down so that when I close the book, the shiny side will be like that, kind of like what I consider face up. So, because you close the book in the back and you'll see that pretty ribbon. Okay, so that, now I need another piece. I should have just measured it. Actually, when I was cutting this piece, I should have just cut 2 pieces. I was going to do that in my head. I thought I should do that, but in what actually happened, that didn't happen. So let's cut one now. Just going to measure like this. I'm getting my ribbon twisted though. Let's get it untwisted so I can get one the same length pretty much as this other one. See, that's why I was going to do it before I put it down here. It'd be much easier. Not to be all fiddly. Okay. So about right here. Pinking shears. And I'm cutting at an angle too, just to make it a little prettier, hopefully. So let's put that to the side and put this, whoops, let's don't rip that off the cover, Sheree. And let's put that over here. Well, I'm getting that stuck on there. I guess that's what my problem is. I'm pulling on both of them, and both of them are stuck. I want to keep this here, though, so I can see where I have it and kind of match this side. So this part is drying. And then we'll put some glue on this front cover and make sure it's right side up. It is. Alright, I'm going to matching it to the back cover, and then I'm going to put glue right. See, here's the ribbon. And I'm just going to go straight across here on the front cover. There's going to be glue all over this, but for this glue is just for the ribbon. But we're going to glue a paper over this too, and then we're going to sew around. So let's see, what color do I have? I got dark blue or navy blue thread in that sewing machine. And kind of a, well, I got a kind of off-white yellowish color in that one, so maybe I will use that one. I have to look at the cover again, see what I think about, but I don't think I would use the navy blue one, so maybe I'll go to that one over there. So I won't have to change threads. Alright, same thing. Shiny on the outside, not shiny on the inside here. Okay, so I think that's pretty even. Okay, well, let's bring this over here. I have my paper cutter here because we're going to cut paper. I think I need it for cutting paper. I don't know, maybe I'll put it out of the way for right now. And then if I need it, I'll bring it back. Sorry, I'm bumping my table with my leg there. I'm turning around. Okay, so there we go. Let's see, we can move a little bit more now since my paper cutter's not there. Okay. So I hope everyone's having a good day. I went to an estate sale today and already did a video for that, so that'll be on Thrifty Thursday. This will probably be, this video will probably be, I'm thinking Wednesday, so it might be Wednesday just before Thrifty Thursday. So if you haven't, if you remember, stop back by tomorrow and watch my video for Thrifty Thursday, because I went to it. My first estate sale that I've been to in like a year. I've been trying not to buy too many things, you know, and so I haven't gone to really any estate sales in a year, even though there have been quite a few, and I just told myself I wasn't going, and I didn't go, so. But I went today because I hadn't been to one in a year, and I just had a feeling that there was going to be some good stuff there, and there was. So come back tomorrow and you can see what I got. Or on Thursday, if this video is not posted on Wednesday, whenever this is posted, make sure you come back to see what I got from that estate sale. Pretty cool stuff, I would say. It was worth going, and I'm glad I went. So, our family day was canceled today. My oldest son and his family are sick, and my husband's sick. I'm not sick. I was sick. Now I'm pretty much all better. Although I cough once in a while still. Usually when I'm on video trying to talk. But okay, so here this is covered with glue now. And we are ready to put, I decided to put this paper for the background. And then we're going to probably put a pocket over this. So I'm just going to tuck it into, like up against the corner side here. And the top, let me turn it over so I can see, so I can get it lined up. A little bit more, push it up a little bit more, then I won't have any kind of sliver to cut off there. Okay. Alright, so that's completely covered. We're going to have to cut around that ribbon to figure that out. But we will figure it out. Okay. So it looks like, push it up a little bit more there, okay, before it dries. Let me press it down all over, and then we'll cut it off, cut off the extra. Get my sharp scissors here. Of course, I've got it in the corner here, so we don't have to cut here and here. We just have to cut here. Whoops. Go away. We don't want to cut you off. We don't want to cut off our closure. That would be good. Oh, I can see myself doing that. Cut the closure right off that we just put on. That is so something that I could probably do. Alright, so yeah, so I'm going to have to figure out how to cut. So I'm going to put this up now over here and kind of just try to cut right beside it, but very carefully. Let's see, so get right beside the cover here. Alright, I am not cutting off the closure. I refuse. Alright, let's see how we did. Let's see if it's still attached. Yes it is. We did it. Okay, that wasn't as easy. That wasn't as hard as I thought it would be. Oh, that is so pretty with that purple. Purple Happy Easter and the purple. It really brings it out. Brings out the purple there. Oh, I'm glad I chose that. It looks, purple and yellow look pretty together too. So awesome. Thank you. Glad I thought of it. Thank you for saying it's awesome. I know you're saying it, my friends. Okay, so let's do the back cover. Uh-oh, do I have enough of this to do the back cover? I just thought of that. I assumed it would be enough, but now I'm looking at it thinking, I don't know if that's enough. Where is it? Here it is, right here. You know what? I don't think it's going to be enough. It's not quite big enough. Look at that. Okay, so what we're going to do... Okay, so this is upright. Let me make sure. This is upright. So what we'll do is go ahead and put this down. We'll cut off the extra, and then we'll put the pocket will go from here to there. And then we won't have that little piece showing here. That's how we're going to get around that little problem. Okay, let's glue this down. I'm using my Fabri-Tac just in case you didn't know. And you wanted to. You wanted to know. It's Fabri-Tac. Putting glue around the ribbon too. And the next step will be to sew. Well, I think, do I need to sew before I put the pocket on before I sew? I think this one I might, since I'm putting it probably all the way across. I think I'm going to sew after I put the pocket on. The front one, probably, I don't think the front one is not going to go all the way across. So I don't need it to be, and that wasn't my plan. I'm only putting this one all the way across because this paper is not going to cover the whole back here. Okay, so tuck it up into that corner again and get it kind of flush there with the top. Let me look at it from this side. Oh, that's way over. Let's move that over. Oops. Move this over. Oops. Okay, there we go. Before it dries, get it into place. Here. Okay, that looks good on this side. Let's see how it looks on this side. Looks good on this side. A little bit right here. Maybe. Okay. Let's go ahead and push it down. We don't want it to move from where it is, so I'm going to go ahead and push it down. And then cut off the extra. So we got a little piece here to cut off. It's scary. It's scary. I scared myself just then. Like, am I doing this right? Yes, I am. You're doing it right, Sheree. Don't worry. Don't freak out. This is the back. It goes like this. I was like, why is the closure over there? It's because I turned it over, Sheree. Turned it over. Don't worry so much. Goodness gracious. Give myself a heart attack. Okay. This is how it's supposed to be. Oh, look. So this piece, that's weird. How did that end up like that? This piece is longer, and then we have a little piece here, but we're going to put a pocket all the way across this. So what I thought I would use for the pockets is I thought I would use this one. I would use this one. I thought this would be pretty here against the green. However, whatever kind of pocket we made, I thought it would be fun to have this kind of, it's got a pattern on it, but more of a solid color. And have this pretty colorful paper on top. So I don't want too deep of a pocket here, but I want it to be deep enough for a pocket. So about something like that. So let me turn it over and make a little mark here. This is one-sided paper that I'm using. This is the balance of the Easter scrapbook paper, I believe. I think I left it all out from the two Bunny Rabbit, Peter Rabbit journals. I think I left it all out, all the paper I was using, and I think this is all I have left because I looked to make sure I didn't put any away and I couldn't find any, so I've only got about 4 pieces here left, so I'm glad to be using it, and I'm glad to be using it up even. So, because I've had it for, whoops, I just moved my table, sorry. You know, I've had it for a few years, so. And I have other paper that, like this was Easter. This was labeled Easter. But when I was looking through my paper, I was like, oh, all this paper could be Eastery too. You know, it's very Eastery. Not necessarily bunnies and stuff, but very Eastery, spring garden kind of look. Okay, so this is going to be our first pocket here. So let's see how we want to do this. Here's our back cover, and it is upright. So we want to put it across here. I want to see if I just want to put it straight across like that. Do I need to shape it any way? First of all, I need to cut right here. Let me make a little mark right here. Cut this end off. I made it on the front because I know I'm going to cut right through that little teeny dot I made there. And it will be gone, hopefully. I'm going to cut right through it. Yeah, it's still on there a little bit, but that's all right. This is scrap. Okay, and now I think I'm going to, let's see. What did I put my corner rounder in the other room. But my corner rounder's in the other room. I took it to work yesterday and did some crafting at lunch. But this is my corner round. This has a corner rounder on it too. So I'm going to round these top 2 corners here. And this envelope punch board that also I reminded myself that it has, because I used it the other day to make some. Let's see, by the time you see this video, you will have seen my video where I used this. I'm trying to make sure I'm getting that right. This doesn't look quite right. Hold on. There we go. Yeah, I used this in a video, so I reminded myself that this has a corner rounder on it. That's my husband, if you hear coughing. He is sick. Sick, sick, sick. Yeah, so I did get out some of the other paper I found in case I need some more Eastery springy type gardens type scrapbook paper. I did get some out, but I want to use up this. Oh, that looks pretty, especially with those rounded corners, doesn't it? And we're solving the problem of having that little piece there blank. There's a corner. So let's glue this down. And then I think we'll go ahead and make a pocket for the front, but I don't think the front's going to be encompassed within the sewing. But this one is, so that's why I wanted to go ahead and do especially this one. Put some nice strong fabric tack on here and get this glued down, even though we're going to be sewing it. It'll be doubly, so, you know, double strength on it, sewing and gluing. Can't beat that. Alrighty, there it is. Isn't that cute? And we can still put a little decoration on here if we have one. Or I could leave it and someone that gets it can put something on there. It's really pretty just like it is, isn't it? I like that together. Very, very pretty. Love it. And there's that purple ribbon with all the purple in here. It brings it out. So this side, the front cover, I'm going to get that same paper back here, and I thought I would like to make a library pocket, but one that is appropriate size for this cover, so a little bit wider. So I'm going to cut like right here beside this yellow, right here. Let's do that. Leave the lid off my glue for the moment and put this pen away, out of my way. So right beside the yellow, I say. So kind of be a wider a wider library pocket. Pretty, pretty paper. Alright. And now, I'm going to cover back over here, so I need this, the length. So I'm going to make a little pinch here to where I want it. About right there. I want a border around it, a little border. You know, a little space on the top and the bottom. I don't want it to go all the way to the bottom, so I made a little pinch there. I'm going to cut right where I have my pinch. Okay, now I want to see something. Let's see something here. Let's try something before I decide what to do here. So this is my front cover. Got it up right. So if I do this, now I can make the bottom part, the little pocket part, out of the same paper, or do I want to make it out of this paper? Well, this would blend in with that quite a bit. And I don't know if I like that. I think I want it to stand out more, so I think I am going to use this paper. I wasn't sure. Let's see my cutoffs here. Yeah, this has to be the one that it matches exactly, of course. So just a little bit of paper here. So about right here would be good. My pen. I do need my pen again. I thought I was done with it. So about right there. I'm going to cut right there. Not too deep. Doesn't need to be too deep. It could be a little deeper though. If you're making one and you want it a little deeper, go for it. Let's see if I'm cutting through that line I just made. I like to try to cut through the line so it goes away. Yeah, still a little bit there. But, whoops, let's put that up there with my cutoffs. Oh, and I think I might be done with that now. And my envelope punch board, I need to make some rounded corners here. So, let's put that right here. And we'll round these two corners on the top. We'll leave the bottom pointy, square it off, whatever, and then we'll round these two top corners. So we'll have a nice kind of wider pocket for this wider book cover. Okay, let's glue this down. It's coming together quickly, isn't it? I think we will go ahead and glue this on first. And we'll put glue on the sides and the bottom. Fabri-Tac again, because this is cardstock. It's not the thickest cardstock ever, but it is cardstock. Okay, let's line this up too. The pattern, you know, isn't quite lined up. Now it's exactly lined up. Okay, and push our glue down there. Oops, this side needs to come down a little to line up. Okay. Now we're going to glue it onto our cover. So I'm going to put glue all over. Let me do the edge first. Edges. And then all over. Looks good. Kind of right in the middle. So two different pockets out of the same paper. Library pocket and a all the way across pocket in the back. Here you go. That's what it looks like. Here's our closure. Now I'm going to sew probably a straight stitch all the way around. And so I'll tell you, probably a straight stitch all the way around, just like that. And I'm probably going to use I almost don't know. Maybe I should use yellow thread. That is a yellowish, it's a light yellowish, almost like a light butter yellow thread that's in there. So I think it should be perfect. I'm going to go look at it closer too, and then when I come back, I'll tell you what I ended up with. But here's what it's going to look like from the outside so far. I probably will put some kind of, I want to probably bind it when it's all, ready to bind. I'll probably bind it and then see if I want to put any trim over here. So, or even over here. Could put something there. But we'll see. Maybe I'll just put a little something here. We'll see. We'll see what works. But let me go sew it, and I'll show you the results. Just one second. Okay, my friends, I have sewn around the covers, and that color was, I would say, perfect. So I did use that color I was mentioning, a buttery kind of light yellow color. Almost beige, but it does have a yellow tint to it, so I would say it's more light buttery yellow. Anyway, you can see it really blends in, but also adds something to the cover. You can see the stitching, or at least I think you probably can see the stitching. Hopefully you can. But I decided to do 2 times around, so kind of like a little bit of a messy stitching look, which I think it looked, once I did it, I thought it would look better than one around would have been okay, and it would have looked good, but I think it looks even better with 2 times around. So I think it's really cute. So here is the front, stitching on the inside, back, stitching on the inside. So you can see that it goes through the, that's the reason I wanted to put the pocket on first, because I knew it would be going through the pocket. So besides being glued down, the pocket is sewn down. I didn't put it, if I would have put it on after, it would have been over the sewing. And then you wouldn't have that extra kind of layer of sturdiness where you have the pocket sewn on. So here's the back cover with the sewing. So it looks like this. Just pretend. Can we pretend? I don't know if we can or not. Pretend like it's done. Let's pretend like it's done. I want to see what it looks like with the bow tied. So it'll be something like this. It'll be a lot, I know it'll be different, but I just want to see how cute this purple is on here. Look how adorable. Oh my goodness. So cute. I love it with the purple. Happy Easter. The back. So cute. And you untie it. Got quite a tight knot on there since it's no paper in there. No pages yet. Tied myself quite a tight little knot there. Okay. I just want to show you how it looks on the inside real quick. So you have the front cover with the purple. I'm going to call it lilac closure. Open up, and there you have your front and back cover. All done for the moment. So that was what we're going to do today. I hope you enjoyed the start of this journal. I'm going to start getting some pages together next and go from there. So stay tuned for the next steps. I hope you enjoy this one. And don't forget Thrifty Thursday, where I show you what I got at the estate sale. Come check that out. And I'll see you in my next video. Have a great day.